unique moments about the design is the roof itself. So influenced by the Cleveland Museum of Art, and what really is like interesting about the design of the roof is that it's reflective of all those great spaces, found spaces in the city, and we've started talking about it as Northeast Ohio's next great room. You know, it's going to be bathed in natural light. You're going to feel like you're outside. You get all the power of being outside, you know, in the way that the light filtrates into the building. It's going to be spectacular for a fan. It's going to be a comfortable place to watch a game. It's going to be a comfortable place to see a concert, and we're really proud about that. But it also amplifies the sound of the fans.
And turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. All right, let's get into today's stories. In 2013, Jim Stauffer's mother finally passed away from Alzheimer's disease at the age of 74. Her doctors told Jim that her disease had mutated in a way they had not seen before, and they asked if he'd be willing to donate her body so they could study her brain. Jim felt like his mother would want him to say yes, and so he agreed. But for a variety of administrative reasons, the neurologists couldn't.
The understanding of self and of course the family, the close ones. But, you know, for most of my career, it was about tennis all the time, you know. So tennis, and then my ego plays with me so much. I mean, it plays with all of us, you know.
Absolutely.
And, but you know, it's I've been thinking firstly that ego is the enemy, but actually now I'm kind of more leaning towards the theory that ego is it should be befriended, you know. It should be, you know, part of your process of thinking, of feeling, and in this way you're also disarming your ego in a way, right?
Yes.
Rather than kind of trying to reject it, and then you're creating this. And this is so much, you know, what we're actually going through out in the outside world as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me introduce you. And then
murder charge. It says anytime you enter an agreement to commit a felony, which was the robbery, and someone dies as a result, it's felony murder.
And when am I supposed to go to jail today?
Yeah, you'll go to jail here in a little while. Once we get the booking sheets done and we get everything written up, you'll go to jail from here.
Okay, this jail's scary.
And it's not a great place to be. I won't bond up to go there. It's not the best place to be.
Why did I tell the truth? What are you gonna do that here? My dad went to jail for murder. I didn't even kill anybody.
Subjective truths that are useful for the competition or whatever, this dance that we call life, broadly defined,
Absolutely.
not just humans.
And you know, I'm glad you mentioned that, because what I find fascinating is that the greatest scientists are on record saying that when they were making their discoveries, they felt like children. So Isaac Newton said, to myself, I only appeared as a child playing on the seashore, and every once in a while finding a prettier pebble or a prettier shell, whilst I think he said something like the infinite ocean of knowledge was lying before me. Alexander Grothendieck, who probably was the greatest mathematician of the second half of the 20th century, the French mathematician Alexander Grothendieck, wrote that discovery is a privilege of a child. The child who is not afraid to be wrong once again, to look like an idiot, you know, to try this and that, and I'm paraphrasing, and go through trial and error.